What? You found Manuel Noriega? In the Philippines? He has a mansion?
I don't know, I turned Rastafarian and shit. It was like for a week, I swear to God. It's where you say, Rude Boy. You know what I mean? Like oh, well, I couldn't even speak English. I was just like, why niggas, you know, people from my hood is like, when the fuck did you turn to Jamaican? Like I had came back and I remember I had bought a kufi. It was a Rastafarian kufi, and I had the Jamaica throwback on. And maybe I was, my skin was, now my skin is naturally dark because I'm in Miami so much. But back then, my skin, if you look at NORE album cover, that's my real skin color. But, so I guess I was like, I guess I looked at Arabian. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there, we're in front of like Tower Records or some shit. And I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I keep speaking Jamaican, right? But for some reason, somebody was like, and I said something about Bin Laden. I don't know why the fuck I said something like that. I was like, what's up, Bin Laden? What up? Like, but I'm saying it in Jamaican though. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, Bin Laden. We had blood clot, Bin Laden, right? Because I was Jamaican for a week. Give me a pass, all right? And I'm with Traj. That's why I just thought Traj was bad luck at this time. It's my brother. I love him. But so. Me, Traj, it's Sig, it's Martin Moore, and it's one other person. And I did say something about Bin Laden, and I was saying it in a Jamaican accent. Somebody walking by was like, I had the kufi on, they heard Bin Laden, they was like, they got machine guns. Because it's crazy, I don't have a license. I've never had a license in my life. So I jump in my Hummer, and I pull around the corner, and it's like 500 police. Yo, get on the fucking ground. And I'm like, I did have weed. Like, so I'm like, damn, I'm going down. the way I thought they thought I made a sale or something, and they brought us all down. This is how you know they fucked up, because they never asked me for my license, because they could have kept me in jail from that. So they threw, where's the machine guns? I was like, what? Like, and I remember, because my outfit was brand new, and they threw me on the floor, and I fell in a puddle, and I was like, yo! And I was like, let me shut the fuck up, because they might kick me. You know what I'm saying? And I stood there, and my outfit got fucked up, and they had us there for like an hour, because they was really looking for machine guns. And when they realized that this call was either false, or it was like over exaggerated, they couldn't just let us go. So they found the weed. And they was like, we're gonna bring you to jail for this weed. You'll be out in 2 hours. You fucked up. Like, they told me they fucked up. They was like, but we gotta arrest you because then we really look like we fucked up. So I was like, alright, cool, you know what I mean? And it was a big thing, like you said, because I guess at this time, if you report an act of terrorism, it goes to Homeland Security, it goes to everybody. So they actually ran the newspaper articles prior to knowing that they actually didn't find nothing. So the city knew they fucked up. They eventually
three blunts.
Yeah, they found like maybe $500 worth. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wanted my weed back. I was like, at least you can give me my weed back. Them niggas was like, no, we can't do that. They had my Hummer, they gave me back. You know, usually they confiscate your car, they catch you with drugs. Right. This is the first time. They knew they fucked up. And, you know, when it's like, you want your Hummer back? It's like, yeah. Like, no lawsuit. I was like, alright. I wanted, the Hummer at this time was more important. They actually took my Benz in Flushing Meadow, Queens for a sting. I brand new, I had my license plate said Y21. I remember Irv Gotti had a little bit of hate in him. He had a little bit of hate in him. He was in front of 170 Barrett, and he came downstairs, and I'm to the side. Because Irv used to watch our Murder Unit shirts, and he used to look, and it's like, nigga, we was Murder Unit first. But he came downstairs, he looked, he was like, who car is this? And niggas was like, it's Nore's car. And he's like, yo, where Nore at? I'm like, you know, in the subway or something. I could hear it, what he's saying. I'm looking. He's like, where'd you get that from? I said, Irv, you ain't the only nigga with papers, nigga. South Jamaica niggas need to chill out. Calm down. Calmate, loco. We've been getting money over here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But that car got taken because I went to Flushing Meadow Park, and they were doing this thing on some Colombian dudes meeting with black dudes. People in my hood and left rack somebody shot somebody, so we couldn't smoke out there. So we went to Flushing to smoke, and when we pulled up, we had minks, we had, you know, pulling out of a 500 Benz, the new version, a new body, and the, you know, whoever, I don't think it was the feds, it was, you know, like state police or whatever it is, and they was like, those are the drug dealers right there, and they rushed, they got us, I threw the blunt so far, I was like, you know, you ever throw the shit and the wind helped you out, like the wind helped me out, you know, like there's a zoo actually in Flushing Meadow, it was like in the zebra and shit, and they still fucking found the blunt, like, yo, they searched us, and it was like, there's nothing here. But I remember, this is how I knew it was this thing, even though they put it in the paper, they said it was this thing. But it was a guy, he came up to us and said something, like it must have been a code. He was like, and we was like, what? And he just left. The dude just left. Like he didn't say, that's not what you're supposed to say. And when I thought about it, the dude was like a Colombian dude. And I was like, oh shit. And when the black dudes pulled up, they seen us, and they must have thought the Colombians was lining them up. So they both actually got away, and they got me. They got me. And the fact is, it was a lease, so they wasn't giving it back. Like, had I owned the car, they definitely wouldn't give it back. But as a lease, so I went back to the Benz dealer. They showed me the contract I signed. It was like police contact, they confiscation. So I have experience with police taking my cars. That's how I break down Queens. I break down Queens trains and buses, right? What I mean is, like, you know, Left Rack, Ravenswood, Queensbridge, Astoria, Woodside, you can all get through there in trains. But then at Parsons Boulevard, the trains no longer run. Parsons Boulevard, that becomes the buses side of Queens.
Okay.
So now after Parsons Boulevard, how do you get to 40? How do you get to Paisley? How do you get to Far Rockaway? Oh, okay, you gotta get in a dollar van. You know, if you're hip, you get in a dollar van. If you're not hip, you get in a bus. So I break down Queens in trains and buses. Ja Rule, Lost Boys. I'm dyslexic, so I look at things always in the simplest way possible. And that's the way I used to know how to get around. I used to know the trains, the trains. You know, I wasn't.
That's a real New York City shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's real. It's a real Queens shit, but it's definitely some New York City shit. But I didn't always have the privilege to have, you know, friends with cars or me with cars or something like that. So I had to break it down in the most simplest way. But if you look at Lost Boys, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Run DMC, LL, those are all the buses to me. You look at Nas, Mobb Deep, Akinelli, Capone Noriega, even Royal Flush to a certain extent, because Flushing is kind of like that one thing that you could get there with buses and trains.
Right.
But even Royal Flush, Mike Geronimo, we're all from like the trains part of Queens. So if I was to do a movie, I would want to do the buses and trains, and I would want to not just tell CNN story, but I would love to tell Mobb Deep story along with it, Nas story along with it, Akinelli story along with it, what is it from Astoria? Super Lover C and Casanova Run. Let me bring it back there. MC Shan, Marley Marl. Like, I would want to bring that all together in fruition, and that's what I would want to do.